Embattled former presidential candidate of the African Democratic Congress, Dumebi Kachikwu, has raised concern over the integrity of the newly formed coalition within his party. He made this known on Thursday during a media briefing with the estranged members of the ADC who have rejected the coalition.
If you make the mistake of thinking that this is about me or buying into this, their story that I'm being sponsored, let me tell you this, I'm saying it loud and clear. There's not one politician in Nigeria who has what it takes to sponsor me. Not one. But I can tell you this, I have produced governors, I have produced ministers, I have produced local government chairmen. Of course. But there's not one of them that has what it takes to sponsor me. They can't afford to buy my conscience. When I speak on issues concerning Nigeria, it's about what pertains to the common man.
According to Kachikwu, the alliance is nothing more than a desperate move by rejected political figures seeking relevance rather than a genuine effort to serve the Nigerian people. He described the coalition as a gathering of recycled, self-serving politicians who have spent the past 3 decades jumping from one party to another purely for personal gain.
All we hear from these old fogies, these geriatrics, is anytime someone opposes their agenda, they say you are being sponsored. But I tell you, Nigerians, I want you to know what's really happening. These people are being sponsored against you, Nigerians. They are all the same. They are an old boys club. They are all friends. They all meet at night to plan against you. If Tinubu is president, Atiku is president, there's no difference. They are all friends. If Obi is president, Akwakoso is president, there's no difference. They are all friends. You are the outsiders. You average Nigerians are the outsiders. You are not their friends. You don't go for their birthday parties. You don't go for their weddings. You don't go for their dinners. But they all attend each other's parties and each other's weddings because they are an old boys club. You, the Nigerians, are the outsiders. They are the ones sponsoring them against you so that you don't wake up one day and say, no, we're tired of these people. We need to do something about these people. How can I stay as a secondary school student? I was hearing David Mark saying phones are not for the poor people. I grew up, I'm having children, I'm seeing David Mark as my Senate president. I am in my 50s, I have 8 children. I'm seeing David Mark as the interim chairman of a faction of my party. When will they leave us alone?
That is it.
When will their children assume the mantle of leadership in Nigeria?
Kachikwu emphasized that he is not opposed to anyone joining the ADC, but insisted that such individual must follow the proper process. He condemned what he described as attempt to hijack the party's structure through the back door, rather than through legitimate means.
The point was clear. They invited me for a meeting because they believed that the right channel to the party was this route. And that's why they invited me for a meeting. And if they wanted to use our party, that the right channel would be to go through the state chairman. What happened after that? That obviously 30-something, 36 state chairman. What they did was that we had about 11 of them who had their names in the court process that we filed. And what they did was they started buying them one by one. They started buying them one by one so that they could pull out the case from the court. And I called the state chairman and I said to them that these people believe that money answereth all things, that there's no problem with that. That what you should do is let them buy you. Let them pay what they think that they want to buy. Collect that money. Do what they want and let us see how far they'll go. Eventually, they believe that once you pull out the case from the court, that they will take over the party. But they forgot one crucial thing. Pulling the case out of the court will never in any way satisfy the issue of, is Ralph Mosu the chairman of the party? That was the fundamental mistake they made. So we essentially set them up. They took the money, they pulled out the case, let's us watch what they will do. And watched and waited for them, and we saw that they were going to land in our party. The lesson for you today is very, very clear.
Very clear.
For us, we wanted to show them that these common men that they believe that they can buy their conscience with 500,000 naira, they wanted to teach them a lesson to say, we are not for sale.